calm, professional, and compassionate tone throughout. If you have ever stood in your kitchen looking at a carton of eggs and wondered how many you can safely eat in a single day, I want you to know you are not alone. This is one of the most common questions I am asked, and it's a topic that sparks endless debate. Some people say 1 egg is the limit, others say 2, and some even say to avoid them completely. Yet we've all met those who eat 4, 6, or even 10 eggs a day and feel incredible. The confusion is real. I am Dr. Rena Malik, and welcome to Medical Facts, a channel dedicated to clear, evidence-based health education. Today, I am going to give you a definitive, medically accurate answer to the question everyone seems to be afraid of: how many eggs can you actually eat safely each day? So I want you to stay with me, because the truth we're about to uncover may very well change how you eat for the rest of your life. First, we must ask, what is going on here? Why is one of the simplest, most natural foods on the planet surrounded by so much fear, confusion, and outdated advice? The honest truth is that for decades, much of what we were told about eggs was completely wrong. Today, we are going to strip away every myth and examine every flawed study. And before we go deeper, if you value real science, real nutrition, and real results for your body, please take a moment to subscribe and join our community. I also want to know where you're watching from, so please comment below. I always listen to your feedback. I promise you, if you stay with me until the end, the truth about eggs will likely surprise you. So, why are we all so confused about eggs? Let's start with what many physicians know, but few take the time to explain. The advice is confusing because the bulk of the influential studies from the 1960s, 70 seconds, and 80 seconds were seriously flawed. They did not separate eggs from the foods commonly eaten with them, like bacon, pancakes, or processed cooking oils. Researchers simply labeled the entire meal an egg breakfast. It's no wonder eggs got the blame. They were, in essence, convicted by association. Modern research is completely different. It is more precise, more controlled, and the conclusion is becoming clearer every day. For most people, daily egg consumption is not only safe, it can be genuinely beneficial. But before we answer how many, we need to fix one more critical issue. Second, let's address the common deception in the egg aisle. Walk into any grocery store and you're confronted with a wall of labels: cage-free, free-range, vegetarian-fed, natural, omega-3, organic. Most people assume these labels reflect higher quality, but here is the reality. Many of them are primarily marketing. Cage-free only means the hens are not kept in cages. They can still be densely packed inside large barns. Free range sounds impressive until you learn the legal requirement may simply mean access to the outdoors, even if that outdoor area is just a small concrete patch. Vegetarian-fed surprises most people because chickens are not naturally vegetarians. They eat bugs, insects, and worms, not just soy and corn. The term natural has no scientific definition when it comes to eggs. So, what should you actually look for? The gold standard is pasture-raised, ideally combined with organic. These hens roam on grass, eat a natural diet, and the eggs they lay are nutritionally superior. Higher in vitamin A, vitamin E, omega-3 fats, zinc, selenium, choline, lutein, zeaxanthin, and naturally higher in vitamin K. 2. Please stay with me because this next point is just as important. A true pasture-raised egg is almost a completely different food. Third, what exactly makes eggs a true nutritional superfood? 1 egg contains complete, high-quality protein, healthy fats, choline for brain function, antioxidants that protect your eyes, fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, B vitamins for metabolism, and essential minerals for immune function and hormonal balance. And here is one of the biggest secrets. The nutrients in eggs are extraordinarily bioavailable. This means your body absorbs and uses them far more efficiently than from most other foods. Eggs are also one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient essential for memory, focus, mood, liver health, and nervous system function, and most people are deficient. Eggs can correct that. The only major vitamin eggs do not provide is vitamin C, which is why pairing them with vegetables is an ideal strategy. Now we must address the elephant in the room. Fourth, the cholesterol issue. For decades, eggs were labeled dangerous because they contain dietary cholesterol. Modern science has completely overturned this belief. Here is what we now know. Your liver produces roughly 3,000 milligrams of cholesterol every single day. When you eat cholesterol, your liver simply produces less. When you eat less cholesterol, your liver produces more. This feedback loop helps keep levels stable. Here is the biggest shock for many. Dietary cholesterol does not significantly raise blood cholesterol in most people. What actually raises LDL cholesterol are factors like sugar, refined carbohydrates, inflammation, oxidized oils, and chronic stress. Eggs were never the problem. Cholesterol is not a villain, it is a vital repair molecule. Your body uses it to build every cell membrane, produce vitamin D, synthesize hormones, create bile acids for digestion, and repair tissue damage. Blaming cholesterol for arterial damage is like blaming the firefighters for the fire. If this information is new to you, please let me know by tapping the like button. It helps me understand what matters to you. Now we arrive at the most important question. How many eggs can you safely eat each day? After everything we've covered, you deserve a clear, definitive answer. While your personal health context always matters most, the research is surprisingly consistent. For most healthy individuals, studies repeatedly show that up to 3 eggs per day is not only safe, but often beneficial. Within the context of a whole food diet that is low in sugar, that number can be significantly higher. Let me break this down for you. For the average healthy adult, 2 to 3 eggs per day is the sweet spot. It's safe, nutritious, and intelligent. If you increase to 4, you may further boost your intake of those critical fat-soluble vitamins and antioxidants we discussed. For athletes and highly active individuals, your body is a rebuilding machine. 3 to 6 eggs per day can serve as a perfect source of highly bioavailable protein to support muscle repair and synthesis. It's crucial to listen to your body's own hunger signals here. For individuals with normal LDL levels and low inflammation who are metabolically healthy, this is key. If your blood work is solid and systemic inflammation is low, then 3 to 6 eggs per day can be a powerful tool. They increase satiety, support stable energy, and can be a strong ally for improving body composition. For older adults, age-related muscle loss is a real threat. Eggs provide the highest quality protein available to help counter this process. 2 to 3 eggs per day is a highly recommended and easily digestible strategy to preserve muscle mass and support overall nutrition. For individuals with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance, eggs contain virtually no carbohydrates. They do not spike blood glucose and act as a stabilizing food. 2 eggs per day is an excellent starting point, and 3 per day is generally safe if the overall diet remains low in refined carbs and sugar. They promote fullness without glycemic swings. For individuals concerned about high cholesterol, this is where real science applies. For the majority, 1 to 2 eggs per day does not increase cardiovascular risk. The critical action is not removing eggs, but reducing sugar and ultra-processed foods that cause the arterial damage which cholesterol attempts to repair. We must address the fire, not the firefighter. For children, growing bodies require nutrient-dense foods. 1 egg per day is an excellent foundation. For highly active growing children, more may be entirely appropriate to meet their energy and developmental needs. And yes, to address the obvious, there are individuals, particularly in low carbohydrate and ketogenic communities, who regularly consume 6, 8, or even 10 eggs per day and thrive. The reason is their diets have removed the true drivers of disease, sugar, seed oils, and ultra-processed foods. However, there are exceptions, and this is not a prescription. If you have a rare genetic condition like familial hypercholesterolemia, where cholesterol regulation is impaired, you should work closely with your physician. If you have a confirmed egg allergy, this clearly does not apply. And this point is critical. The benefits we're discussing assume you are consuming high-quality, pasture-raised organic eggs as part of a diet that supports metabolic health. 10 eggs with French fries and soda is a completely different situation. So who should be cautious? Eggs are extremely safe, but caution is warranted for individuals with an egg allergy, which is obvious but important to state. Those with severe inherited lipid disorders, which are rare, should be under a doctor's care. Individuals without a gallbladder or with difficulty digesting fats should begin with 1 egg per day and increase gradually. Those sensitive to histamine should consume freshly cooked eggs and avoid reheating them. If you fall into any of these categories, please consult your healthcare provider. Let's talk about the healthiest ways to eat eggs, because preparation matters and significantly influences their health impact. The best methods include soft-boiled, hard-boiled, poached, or lightly fried or gently scrambled eggs cooked over low heat using butter or olive oil. Avoid very high heat. Avoid browning or crisping. Avoid cooking with vegetable oils. And avoid overcooking or burning the yolk. High heat can damage the fats and oxidize cholesterol, turning an ideal food into a less healthy one. The healthiest yolk is soft and golden, not gray or crumbly. You can also use eggs strategically based on your goals. For fat loss, consume 2 to 3 eggs with leafy vegetables to enhance satiety and stabilize insulin. For muscle growth, consume 3 to 5 eggs paired with quality carbohydrates for an optimal amino acid balance. For focus and energy, consume 2 to 3 eggs with avocado to increase your choline and healthy fat intake. For older adults, consume 1 to 2 eggs with greens to support muscle preservation and brain health. Now that you understand how many eggs you can safely eat each day, the next logical question is, what actually happens inside your body when you eat eggs consistently every single day? You are about to discover benefits most people have never heard about, including profound effects on your brain, your metabolism, and even your hormonal balance. The most important takeaway from today is this: eggs are not the problem. They are a solution we misunderstood for decades. We must stop blaming this near-perfect food for damage caused by sugar and refined carbohydrates. So, what does happen when you eat 4 eggs every day? The next video on medical facts connects directly with everything we discussed today and walks you step by step through the exact transformations that occur inside your body. I am Dr. Rina Malik. Thank you for trusting me with your health education. Please share this video with anyone who might find it helpful, and I will see you in the next one.